the most accurate weather forecast in South Texas with meteorologist Juan Acuna.
Well, we are starting off the work week with temperatures near 70 degrees for some folks out with our Aztec Chevrolet 6 WeatherBug off in Beeville. You folks topped out at 70 degrees. Why? Well, there's a little bit of the break in some of those clouds and allowed the sunshine to come through. Overall, a pretty nice shot there. And moving on over to Nissan Automotive 6 WeatherBug off in Kingsville, notice the cloud coverage is blanketing that region. And there's almost a 10-degree temperature spread going from Beeville all the way down into Kingsville. It makes forecasting a little bit difficult, but nonetheless, where you have the cloud coverage, it's a little bit cooler. Where you are getting some sunshine, of course, it's a little bit milder out there. Kingsville, you're checking in at 61 degrees, east-northeasterly winds at 9 miles an hour. So here's a look at what's ahead. The cloud coverage is going to stay with us. I think that will start to fill in as we head into the overnight hours, even a little bit of some of that light mist and drizzle. And we will look for that to be increasing later on tonight and for much of the day going on Tuesday. And certainly not all day long. And we're not looking for a whole lot of rainfall to accumulate. In fact, it's just going to be light rainfall accumulations. Most of us saying less than 3/10 of an inch of rain. There may be even some of us that only accumulate a couple of hundredths over the next several days as well. And we will look for warmer temperatures as we head into the weekend. In fact, we'll be going back to the 70s in some locations. We may be even pushing the 80s as we go into Saturday afternoon. But right now, most of us are holding on to the upper 50s to lower 60s. We're at 62 degrees here, 58 off in Port Aransas, 59 in Heavernville. But again, look at that right there, a 10-degree temperature spread from Heavernville all the way to Beeville. So a little chilly, a little bit warm, no matter where you go in the northern or the southern parts of the coastal bend. We continue to have breezy conditions near the coastline. That's where those winds are going. Right at about 15 to 25 miles an hour. The National Weather Service continues to have a small craft advisory for the nearshore and offshore waters. That's in effect now until Tuesday at noontime. So boaters and mariners continue to use caution if you are out and about. Our evening forecast does show a little bit of that light mist and drizzle showing up as temperatures fall into the middle 50s there, with those northeasterly winds still going around 10 to 20 miles an hour, especially near the coastline. That's where we'll maintain it being breezy with lighter winds in the inland areas. A lot of the cloud coverage that we have here is in the mid-levels of the atmosphere. The thicker cloud coverage is way up into the north of us in the central part of the state, as that's where we have our upper-level winds pushing in with cool air on the surface coming in from the north due to high pressure. That frontal boundary that came in just a couple of days ago still lingering off into the Gulf of Mexico. That's what's pushing more cloud coverage our way. Will eventually push warmer temperatures in our general direction. But off to the west of us, there is our next frontal boundary that will be reinforcing coming into the area early on Wednesday morning, late Tuesday night, early Wednesday. But pretty cold up to the north. They're still having high pressure with temperatures still into the single digits. These folks up in the northern plains just can't catch a break. It's been a long time since they've seen those temperatures rise above freezing there, but it's just above freezing in Amarillo. They're at 33, 59 up the road in San Antonio as we continue to have these disturbances swinging all this moisture in. As long as this upper level low stays off to the west of us, the cloud coverage is going to continue to stay plentiful here. So going into tonight, there comes that little disturbance that's off into the Gulf of Mexico. That's going to start to push some of that light mist and drizzle into the region, pushing up into the north, and they may even get a little bit of snowfall in around Oklahoma City as the next frontal boundary pushes closer late Tuesday on into early Wednesday. It comes through with a couple of showers. And in fact, inland areas of the coastal bend by Wednesday afternoon could see a little bit of sunshine, but staying fairly cloudy near the coast. Again, it's going to be a finite line of where we could see some of that sunshine versus some cloud coverage. But going on into the next several hours, we'll look for some of that light mist and drizzle to come in. Again, not a whole lot of activity, but nonetheless, it will be out and about as those rainfall amounts stay around 1/10 to 2/10 of an inch of rain. NEC Co-op Energy 7-day forecast takes us to 58 tomorrow, a pretty chilly day. A reinforcing front on Wednesday still keeps us into the 60s there, despite it coming through. A little bit of sun, but warmer temperatures Friday and Saturday, holding on to light shower activity all the way through Sunday, Paulo, with temperatures in the upper 60s to lower 70s.